Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Dribbled to the right side. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Walker. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Stepping in for the Jays, Randall Grichuk. Gray, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Judge is on his horse, and that's the second out of the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, Kevin Pillar. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Chopped in front of home plate. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 2 full. The Yankees lead it 4-0. Back with Major League Baseball on the show as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning with big right-handed slugger Giancarlo Stanton. halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And the changeup is way low that time. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. He popped out in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the base. Ball ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 delivery. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker as he rips it on the ground to second. Tulowitzki for 1. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's a .333 hitter. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Russell Martin. Hit hard on the ground to third. Drury has it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Devin Travis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard. Ready for another chance? Greg Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row. He fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Bird gets his lead at first, nobody out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
The 0-1 swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. And a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be two. Reined in. And that's the first out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Here's Brett Gardner now. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. From the stretch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to Smoke, but it's too late as he'll get just the 1. Here's big Aaron Judge. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Sliced hard on the ground, and that is into right field. A base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Here's Didi Gregorius, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Judge at second. Stanton on at first with 2 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 3-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees are out in front, 6-0. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
A reminder that after every Saturday home game, kids 14 and under can run the bases on the field just like the Blue Jays. Line up at sections 108, 208, or 508. Take the new Rogers Center turf for a test drive.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Striding in once again, Josh Donaldson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Fastball in there for a called strike. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another one sent foul. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now from the stretch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 1 out and a runner on second base. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Next will be the designated hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now a ball lined towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2 out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Skied down the left field line. Chasing after it is Pilar. 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Greg Bird. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And that's up and in for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
How about it? Third baseman
Brandon Drury will bat next. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. So striding in, Kevin Pilar. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th innings.
He's set and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Gray ready with the 0-1. Smoke on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Russell Martin now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1 home to Martin. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Hicks. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
From 0-2 to 3-2, What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brett Gardner, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Oh, it looked like he lost the grip there as it's past Martin all the way to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another chance? Aaron Judge. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Smoke in foul ground. Has a look, now the pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Didi Gregorius. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Grounded back up the middle. There to field it is Tulowitzki, and an underhanded throw is stepping in and ready for another shot. Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The 1-1 home. Hot shot on the ground to short, taken in by Gregorius. And there's one down now. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Josh Donaldson. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
The count's 1-1.
And that one just missed outside.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
And he fouls this one off. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Walker's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Hit in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ryan Tepera enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. A hit in 2 tries so far. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. picked him up. Martin is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out. Here's Neil Walker. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Neil Walker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Up around the face. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 33.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Digging in and looking for more, Yonhervis Solarte. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a liner, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Right fielder number 15.
Here's Randall Grichuk, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Chopped weakly to the left. Gregorius comes up with it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
The left fielder, number 11.
First pitch on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 7-1. Striding in once again, Brandon Drury. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. The 1-1, and it's fouled away. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Designated hitter, Aaron Hicks.
First offering on its way, and a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Drury on at first, nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Travis fields it cleanly. Tulowitzki for 1. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Brett Gardner struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Russell Martin now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
That's
A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. That's by him for strike 1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Devin Travis. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 7-1. Here's big Aaron Judge. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's set. Here it comes. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Wow. I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, and all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
Smoke in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Didi Gregorius. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses with it. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Center fielder, Teoscar.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Walker has it. 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Change up low. 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, And rightfully so.
All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in once again, Justin Smoke. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swing and a liner. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Line towards center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 7-1 the final today. The Yankees took the lead in the second inning.